This is the painting we are going to do today. A beautiful landscape with a beautiful windy day. We have a little girl standing in the field holding onto her hat. And I'm going to make this as easy as I can for you. The paints I'm going to use today are Ultramarine blue, cad yellow, cad red, burnt sienna and burnt umber, and titanium white. You can use any colors that you have as long as you get the blue, red, yellow, and burnt sienna is a brown with a red. You can make your own, and burnt umber is a dark brown. And the brushes I am going to use are a long liner brush, and you can use a small round brush. And I'm using a bristle brush. That's a size 8. And I have a fan brush, and that's Bristle. And I have a chiseled edge synthetic Filbert brush. So the first thing I think will be best to start is with the sky. A nice purplish color sky. It makes it kind of look like it's getting ready to get a little stormy and windy. So all you have to do is take your bristle brush. You can also use a synthetic brush if you like. And I'm going to make a purplish color for the sky. So I'm just going to take my ultramarine blue and some red, mix it together, get a dark purple, more on the blue side. And I'm going to add some white to get that really nice purplish color sky. Fill up your brush. And then we'll decide how high up we want to go. So I'm thinking probably, let's see, probably a third the way down. And then just take your brush and start putting on your purple sky. What you want to do is get the top part of that nice and dark. Let's go back and forth, long strokes, back and forth. That'll give you a nice smooth sky. Now pick up white on your dirty brush and put that underneath there, and then you can come back up into your, as long as everything is wet, you should get a really nice sky. We'll darken it if we have to. What I'm trying to do is get the darks and some lights in there at the same time. There we go. Pick up some more of your dark color and some white. Put that on there. See how you're getting some white and darks by adding white? Now we'll add white again on your dirty brush. Good. And white. Dirty brush. I pick up a little more of that dark color just to get some shadow down here. See, that didn't take very long. We'll put in some white streaks after here, just to have the corners a little darker. There we go. That's all, just get some nice shadows in there. So that's good for the sky for now, and we'll be putting in some clouds and a few things after. We'll just get something started. Now clean your brush or get a new one, and we will start with some dark. Let's start with a bit of burnt umber. Alright, just tap into a bit of burnt umber with your bristle brush. Okay, just to get some darks down here. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up. Just tap, 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 tap. This is your underpainting for your grass. A bit up the side here. Back over here. Good. Just tapping on your dark grass first. And as we come up, we'll add more colors so we can get it nice and bright. So just keep working the burnt umber. Good. Good. Now with your dirty brush, tap into some of your burnt sienna. Okay. Get lighter and lighter as we go up. Start over here. We'll come across again. And even tap down into your burnt umber, just so it'll all blend together. A nice color. I love burnt sienna. I never used to use it very much before because I was always making my own burnt sienna. It never came out as pretty as this. It's only brown with some red added to it. You can come down into your burnt umber just so that it'll all blend. You don't have too many lines. Let's see, how high will we go? Let me see. Let's go up a little further. Shh, stop tapping. So just tap away so you get that texture. Come across. So you're trying to make some decisions now, how high you're going to go and where you're going to put everything. Now we can start adding, let's see. What else can we add? Let's see, maybe some yellow. Dirty brush. Tap into your yellow. And tap on the yellows. See, now you can come right down into that because you want the colors to mix. It's okay. And it's great when everything's all wet, so if you keep working and you go get a cup of tea and you come back, it's all dry, you might have to start working your colors back in. I want to add a little bit of burnt sienna to that. Let's get a little bit dark shadows in there. We don't want it just a plain color. More yellow. So go back and forth with your colors. You don't have to worry about what I'm, you can use me as a guide, but play with your colors, and don't worry if you make a mess down here. You can start over. No, you don't want to do that. I don't blame you, but if you have to, at this point you can, if you have to start over, you can. But you shouldn't have to. Just go back over the colors. I'm just making these look like little trees up here. Okay. Good. I'll put a second coat on that in a second. Make kind of a tree shape up here like this. Give it a few little humps. Stop that. You can see that line there, but I'll take that out. So in the center here, we want to keep it nice and bright, so we'll add more yellow to our brush. Tap that on there. Brush is dirty, so it's picking up some of the orange. We'll have some more here. See how I'm going over some of the colors? I'm just tapping. There we go. All we're concerned with now is getting really nice colors. And we'll finish this off right here. There we go, that's pretty. Just going over a few places where some extra leftover paint on my brush. There we go. That's pretty, isn't it? So we'll go over this again so that we can hide that little line that I put there. So maybe you better put a lighter line there. I put a dark one there. Now I got to deal with it. See? I'm just going over it again. All right. Now I'm going to add a little bit of white to that mixture I have there of the yellow and red. Just to tap on a little bit. Highlight up here on top of those trees. Just so they won't look so flat. Remember your 3 values. There we go. Now we'll use our fan brush to get more of a grassy look. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll add a little more white, a little bit of yellow. my brush, my dirty brush. All right. Make sure it's not too much on there. You don't want big blobs. Just holding my brush like this, tapping the very top of the brush. Trees over on the edges here just to add some little interest to the painting, and I'm going to use, you can use sap green, or you can take your ultramarine blue, a little bit of yellow, make it dark green, a little more on the blue side so it won't be too light, and tap it off on your palette just to make sure that it's not too much paint on your brush. So we'll start right here. We'll just fill that in over here. Just want a little top on it there. It's going to make a smaller tree over here. There we go. Good. A few little branches sticking out on the edge here. Just by moving your brush out. There we go, that's a good tree. Alright, now then do the other side with some more ultramarine blue and yellow, a little dark. And we can add a little bit of burnt umber to that if you like, just to darken it again. Alright, let's try a tree over here. A little taller, let's say. So you can start on the inside here and then work your way out. Then you can get some on the inside. Boy, it's fighting me all the way. There we go, that's good. Let's make some adjustments if you want to shape up your tree a little more. Good. And then I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to my dirty brush. A little bit of yellow to my dirty brush. I'm going to add a little tiny bit over on this tree, just here and there, just so that some of the yellow still comes through, or the green still comes through. You don't want to lose your green. Maybe a little bit over here, just on the here and there. That sort of shapes up your tree a little more, see? Little dabs. You don't want to lose the darkness of your tree. Okay, good. I'm going to take my Filbert brush. I'm going to add a bit of white to my Filbert brush. It's a pretty clean brush. I'm going to find some darks on here so I can put in little clouds. Let's see. Find a shadow and then add a little bit of a cloud underneath the shadow. Drag it over. That's all. Drag it over underneath the shadow, see? No need to have too much paint. Just a little bit up here. And underneath here. I'm just looking for the shadows and I'm going underneath the shadow. Alright. Just want to put some interest in the sky. Smooth them out a little bit. So you can widen them up a little bit, make it a little more natural. Soften this one up a little bit underneath. See, that gives more of an interest to your sky. Anything left over, just make some faraway clouds up here, wherever you want them. Just by going back and forth, see? No need to worry. Don't worry about your clouds too much. People get caught up in not making the perfect cloud, but clouds are not perfect. You look in the sky, you can see that they're floating everywhere. I'm just putting in some lines. It's all underneath the dark. Just scrubbing back and forth. Now that should do that. Depends on how much you want there. Maybe there's a little one down here somewhere, just to even it out. There we go. Soften up the bottom, just go by. Just pull it underneath there and make it. Alright. That's good. Nice.